Welcome to Screen Explain TV. Today, we're diving deep into how The Umbrella Academy went from a character-driven masterpiece to a final season that left fans scratching their heads. One of the best things about The Umbrella Academy over the years was quite literally The Umbrella Academy, the siblings that were part of Sir Reginald Hargreaves' gifted children. Their individual personalities, powers, and differences, along with the arguments and, most importantly, the unity they often showed when facing yet another apocalypse, made the show incredibly entertaining. This magic was consistent from Season 1 through Season 3. However, in Season 4, it felt like all the character work built over 30 hours was tossed aside in favor of a rushed 6-episode conclusion. The luxury of finishing a show seems rare today, but in this case, everything was forgotten. Let's take a closer look at how The Umbrella Academy ruined its characters in the final season. Spoilers ahead. First, let's talk about the siblings as a whole. Throughout most of Season 4, there was no real sense of unity, except for the initial mission of finding Jennifer. Outside of that, many characters embarked on pointless side quests that didn't progress the plot or develop their relationships. It felt like a distraction to keep them busy while Victor and Reginald focused on preventing the Eclens, the main plot of the show. Starting with Sir Reginald Hargreaves, Season 3's finale set him up as the potential major villain for the final season. He reset the universe and stood atop a tower overlooking his empire, suggesting he finally achieved what he wanted. Yet, all the mystery and trauma he inflicted on the children were for nothing. In Season 4, Reginald was the weakest, least intelligent, and least intimidating he'd ever been. We never learned his origins, saw his true alien form, or watched him become the villain we expected. If the show hadn't been cancelled, maybe we would have seen his full villain arc unfold over more episodes. Next, 5, a fan favorite known for his intelligence and no-nonsense attitude. In Season 4, he seemed dumbed down and oversimplified. The old 5 would have figured out the CIA's involvement in the conspiracy called the Keepers quickly, yet this season he was oblivious. His unnecessary and unbelievable romance with Lila went against his character. 5, once prepared to stop an apocalypse at all costs, now seemed willing to abandon everything for love, betraying his brother Diego. This didn't fit the character we knew and loved. Luther, once the leader, became comedic relief. He didn't mourn his wife Sloane, which felt like a missed opportunity for character depth. His failure to lead or address his loss left a gap in his character development. Allison's arc made little sense. After betraying her family in Season 3, her actions were quickly forgiven with little consequence. Her divorce with Ray felt forced and her character seemed isolated, spending most time with just Klaus or Sloane. Diego, once cool and composed, was reduced to a CIA-obsessed individual. His struggle with fatherhood and marriage was interesting but not fully explored. The lack of resolution and emotional depth in his story left fans unsatisfied. Victor, once powerful and conflicted, seemed diminished. Despite resolving issues with Reginald, Victor's powers and potential impact on the story were underutilized. Klaus was the biggest letdown, reduced to comedic relief with little purpose. His story arcs felt disconnected from the main plot, and he was often isolated from the rest of the characters. Ben, now part of the Sparrow Academy, played a significant role this season but felt disconnected due to his different upbringing. His betrayal and subsequent redemption were interesting, but he lacked the emotional connection to his siblings that made the original Ben compelling. Finally, the absence of Pogo was disappointing. His presence could have added depth and nostalgia, yet we only received a flashback. The lack of character depth and the underutilization of their powers were major letdowns. For a show about superheroes, this was a missed opportunity. The final season not only fell short plot-wise, but also left the characters unrecognizable from the ones we had connected with. There you have it, how The Umbrella Academy ruined its characters. If you want to see a video where we discuss the downfall of the show further, click on the card in the top corner. Thanks for tuning into Screen Explain TV. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.